In a world shrouded in mystery and hidden darkness, Sonic.exe roamed the lands, a being both admired and feared. His vibrant exterior masked an inner turmoil that he had long fought to suppress. Among the few who brought light to his shadowed existence was Creamy, a radiant figure whose kindness and sweetness were as captivating as her soft, delicate demeanor. Sonic.exe admired her from afar, his admiration slowly transforming into a deep, unspoken love. For months, Sonic.exe wrestled with his feelings, fearing rejection and the darkness within him. But Creamy's warmth melted his defenses, and one fateful day, he confessed his love. To his surprise and elation, Creamy accepted his feelings, her gentle smile lighting up his world. Their bond grew quickly, a tender connection that seemed to defy the shadows that lurked within him. One evening, as the sun set in a golden blaze, Sonic.exe and Creamy shared a quiet moment by a tranquil stream. Overcome with emotion, Sonic.exe leaned in and placed a kiss on Creamy's cheek. Her skin was soft and sweet, a sensation that stirred something deep within him. But that sweetness, the very essence of who she was, awakened the monster that had lain dormant inside Sonic.exe. It surged forth, overpowering his will. Before he could stop himself, the monster seized control. In a horrifying instant, Sonic.exe's jaws clamped down on Creamy's delicate face, taking away half of her head in a brutal act of uncontrollable hunger. Blood and sweetness mingled as the realization of what he had done struck him. Creamy collapsed, her life hanging by a thread. Screams echoed through the forest as Iciella, Creamy's closest friend, rushed to the scene. Iciella, a creature of icy resolve and unwavering loyalty, fought back tears as she lifted Creamy's broken body. Without hesitation, she carried her friend away, vowing to save her. Their destination was cool as ice, a land of perpetual frost, known for its healing properties. Iciella's determination burned as fiercely as the cold winds that whipped around them during their journey. Cool as ice lived up to its name. The freezing temperature seeped into Creamy's very being, halting her bleeding and preserving her life. The frost worked its magic, repairing her physical wounds, but the cost was steep. Where once her skin had been soft and inviting, it was now a hardened shell of ice. The warmth that had defined Creamy was gone, replaced by an unrelenting chill. Her heart, once full of kindness, now carried the bitter sting of betrayal and loss. When Creamy emerged from her icy sanctuary, she was no longer the gentle soul Sonic.exe had fallen in love with. Her transformation was complete. The warmth in her eyes was replaced by a piercing, icy glare. The sweetness in her voice was now a sharp, cold tone that sent shivers down spines. Creamy had become a creature of vengeance, intent on making Sonic.exe pay for what he had done. Despite Iciella's desperate attempts to dissuade her, Creamy's resolve was unshakable. "He took everything from me," she said, her voice as cold as the ice that now defined her. "He must face the consequences." The confrontation was inevitable. Sonic.exe, consumed by guilt and self-loathing, had secluded himself in the shadows, haunted by the memory of that fateful moment. When Creamy finally found him, he did not resist. Her icy wrath descended upon him, each strike a manifestation of the pain he had caused. Iciella watched from a distance, her heart breaking as the bond between her two friends unraveled into violence. As Creamy delivered the final blow, Sonic.exe collapsed, a faint smile playing on his lips. The sweetness of Creamy's essence lingered in his memory, a bittersweet reminder of what he had destroyed. whispered with his last breath, his voice barely audible. "You were my light." Creamy stood over his lifeless body, her icy exterior betraying no emotion. But deep within, a flicker of sorrow remained, buried beneath layers of frost. Iciella approached cautiously, placing a gentle hand on Creamy's shoulder. "This isn't what she would have wanted," Iciella said softly, referring to the Creamy who had once been full of warmth and love. Creamy turned away, her gaze fixed on the horizon. "That Creamy is gone," she replied, her voice tinged with a sadness she could not fully suppress. "What remains is what he created." The tale of Sonic.exe and Creamy became a legend, a story of love turned to tragedy and the transformative power of pain. The villagers who heard the tale spoke of the sweetness that could not be forgotten and the icy vengeance that could not be thawed. Iciella, forever loyal, remained by Creamy's side, hoping that one day the warmth buried deep within her friend would melt the ice that had consumed her heart.